to consider yourselves libertarian, why not Republican? Is it because the Republicans want to go to war?
Want to go to war?
Police?
No, why are you saying that? No one wants to go to war. Stop saying that anyone wants to go to war. Okay, what is this? I think, and I don't know, you tell me. I think that this is a show from the UK that looks like it's a lot more interesting than any shows that we have here in the United States. Might not be from the UK, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's got everything on the left, it's on the right. Now, yeah, what the guy speaks, the guy speaks American. People in the audience talk American, so I don't know if it's from the UK, but something someone said, and maybe it's let's see what Coulter is saying about Christian and gay marriage and how that's taken in the media.
All right, well, Coulter says we're out to lunch.
It is funny. Oh, and she just looks straight evil. Like, look at her, man. What the? Man. This looks like the type of chick that just good. I like the music playing.
We are? Let's do one at a time.
Okay, war.
Real war, yeah.
Real
Iraq
war.
was good. We went into Iraq.
I'm for Iraq against Afghanistan, but to explain that in a way that I think libertarians...
She's a good, speaker. She's funny, I guess, Whoever wrote her script. She's good at putting it on. She's like a comedian. She's a funny comedian.
Should appreciate. There's one thing the federal government should be doing, well, maybe two: regulate interstate commerce and protect us from enemies.
What is it?
The Republican position to civilize young people, bring them into. I mean, I want to make
divorce
are quote unquote stoners. I have never smoked pot before.
I don't think. Liberals for alleged individualists who are very mob-like.
Basically, what they do is they put this person from the WWF. Stone Cold and Coulter. They sent her to enemy lines, the other side, the heel, the Undertaker's den, and the Undertaker got to interview Stone Cold, and Stone Cold, took questions from Undertaker's fans, and that's exactly what this is, and it's a good premise. It's fun to watch. Is it news or anything real? Well, no, it's not. But this is a good, entertainment piece about how oil and water don't mix. I don't know. She said something about gay marriage here.
Well, it is a job. I have to pay for your food, for your...
If we didn't have a...
But I kind of have a problem with the way that you're talking about gay marriage and the way the libertarians here are kind of talking about gay marriage, because I've kind of always seen the libertarians...
It's a bunch of libertarians. What's right on? When I've said... Out of the ones I've investigated, that's the closest one that I would fall into, but they also look like people that, sit back and go, well, it just doesn't make any sense why you would, and they don't actually get anything done, That's not the type of person I want to be. But, yeah, libertarian is the closest thing to any political party I ever came to join.
Libertarian position on gay marriage is kind of a third way. We don't say what the liberals say, which is that, the government should define it one way or the other. We say that the government should not be involved in marriage at all.
And that's something that I don't know where Christians stand on that. Should we impose Christianity on a government when the rest of the people in that land aren't Christians? I don't think that you really can in a fair worldview. If everyone were a Christian, then of course you would want to use Christianity. If we're all Christians and we start a country, it'd be like, oh yeah, we'll definitely found it on biblical stuff, which they did, and I know that it goes back and forth, but let me digress for a second because I want to get to the bottom of this. Typing Constitution. That's what it's called. Constitution. Inalienable rights. Type that in the old Googler and the answer comes right up. I have it zoomed in to look at the picture for you. I was trying to make John Linnell or Flanger bigger. Look at him. Well, don't look at him. Look at this guy. That's a good guy. I spelled inalienable wrong. Who cares? Okay. Okay, here it is. Google even says it, so you know it's the gospel. That was a joke. If you don't understand it, move on. Okay, we hold the truth to be self-evident. The Little Birdhouse in Your Soul is a really good song. and all men are created equal. They are, it says, yeah, all men are created equal. You know, that presupposes a creator God or whatever. Someone created us, then, and so this is the founding of the land. I'm sorry, yeah. Oh, you got it wrong. It's not the Constitution. It's the Declaration of Independence. You idiot. Thanks for telling me that. I found that out on my own after maybe 2 minutes. That was the Declaration of Independence. Okay, whatever. There it was. This is the Declaration of Independence. It's still an important historical document, and it was important to the founding of our country. Here it is. We hold these truths to be self-evident. It's obvious that here's a few things we think are obvious. All men are created equal. And they didn't put the bias on created. I get it. All men created equal. Created equal. That they are endowed by the Creator with a capital C, with certain unalienable rights. So we were created equal with, we were created by our Creator with some, rights that no one can infringe upon. We're just created with rights. We have them by birth. We have rights. They're birth rights. We were born, so we have rights. Why do we have rights? Because our Creator gave us rights. And some of them include, we have the right to life, we have the right to liberty, and we have the right to the pursuit of happiness. Now, whether or not any of that is true, that's what the Declaration of Independence says. And whether or not, I think that we should be pursuing life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, I don't know. That's something you could speculate on. But that's just a fact, is that's in the Declaration of Independence, that to secure these, two dashes, there, it detracts whatever. And later on it says that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their powers from the. So I mean that sounds good, but it basically sets up that, hey, we need a government. I don't know if we do or not, but that's what we need, a government. And we're going to start this government around the fact that everybody was created equal. We're all in the same thing, on the same field. We're all created equal, all in the same boat. Every person on the planet, and all people who are created equal on the planet, everybody on the earth, were created by our Creator with certain rights that are unalienable. Let me just go ahead and look it up. What does unalienable mean? Exactly what it means. Because I don't want to disrespect unalienable, another term for inalienable. Okay, so that thank you. Unable to be taken away from or given away by the possessor. So you can't take it away, and the person who has it can't, give it away. So, we were created with rights that can't be taken from us, and we can't even give them to anybody else. Someone else gave them to us, and that other person was a creator with a capital C. Whatever that means to you, you can make that mean whatever you want. Creator with a capital C is a thing that gave us these rights that we can't give away and that no one can take away. And then right after that we form the government, and the government wants to, the government, if not kept in check, wants to infringe on our unalienable rights. Inalienable, I guess back then they said unalienable, I don't know. Inalienable, our unalienable rights. So yeah, I think you get it right. I mean, I made the point right. I must have by now, right? If I didn't, I'll try again there for you. Creator, inalienable rights, having rights, you can't take them away, you can't give them to us, you can't mess around with them. We just have these rights. And that was like the Declaration of Independence. We declare this. I think that most people in America probably still agree with that. I don't know if we have to make something that says, "Oh, we undeclare that." We undeclare that we. And if you want to, I guess you could pursue in doing that. But I don't. The country would have to agree on that, and I don't know if we're going to. The Declaration of Independence, be whatever you want to say, that apparently I think that's a fact, that it says those things that people were made with unalienable, which we derive to mean inalienable, which is stuff that everybody came under the earth, came into it with these certain rights that no man or any government or anything can ever take away. And even if any person would want to give away these rights, they couldn't. That's just the nature of these rights. They were given by a creator. Now, if you start to say like Darwinism and all that stuff, like no, like evolution is good or not good, but we believe in evolution. God didn't create us. We believe in evolution. Okay, that's great. That's another way of looking at it. That goes against the idea of a creator making you, and so and there's negative things to that for the psyche. Like if you don't think you were created, but you think that you're just some random bunch of shit that happened to, pile up, or that you're actually related to a monkey, like that makes you feel less important than the worldview of, wow, God created us each special, and this, that, and the other, that's the Christianity worldview. So, but just by accepting evolution, and I'm going to use this word again. Go ahead and tell me how I'm using it wrong, because I want you to explain it. It does away with the presupposition of a creator. It does away with the Declaration of Independence. It does away with the foundation of the ideas of the country of America, which is, hey, everyone was created equal. They were created by a creator, and that's that. Evolution says no, we weren't. We were random, shit that happened to spring up or whatever. So we can talk about that. I'd love to. Let's do it. I'll spend time debating evolution with you if you want. But if you don't believe in the Declaration of Independence, I get you can do that. But the fact that we were created with inalienable rights, if you believe in evolution, I think that means that you don't believe in the Declaration of Independence. So I don't know what to do for you there, but yeah, I don't know. It's conflicting. My brain can't handle it. The Declaration of Independence, government says that we all have rights. Evolution says we're all in a constant state of confusion because of stuff like this. I believe is my belief. You're free to have yours. You tell me what they are. I'd like to hear it. Well, yeah, how can you walk around with hearing all this conflicting information and not, be confused just every day of your life? And there's so much of it. So, yeah, we'll spend time focusing on it, and maybe we can work something out amongst each other. I do know that some of us agree that this is a good song. Yeah. If you're still with me here, you still care about this, God bless you. Here's what Ann Coulter had to say. This is hilarious, Do I think she's a member of our team? No. She's involved with the whole, media entertainment. Television entertainment. You turn it on to be entertained. It's all news has been for quite a while. Most people, realize that. I was taught that in my journalism class in high school. So, if you haven't heard that, I have, so I'm passing on to you. Television is entertainment. You see any of this stuff is not real news. It's based on real news. It's based on real ideas, but don't take it anything other than entertainment. Same with what you're watching here. Just with me, just entertainment for you. But if you want to get in a discussion about it, you make your own videos or make your comments or whatever. That's why I like the YouTube form better than television. People, the idea of Homer Simpson yelling at the TV, TV, you want to engage with it. That's what's cool about YouTube. You can. So, and if anyone out there knows why this is on the left, and I suspect it's because it's on the UK broadcast, definitely let me know.
Students, consider yourselves libertarians. Why not Republicans? Is it because the Republicans want to go to war, or because they want to police what you can put in your body, or ban gay marriage?
Yeah, that's that's what people think about Republicans, right? I guess, or on this show, that's what the peanut gallery said. Yes. If I don't know, do you want people? Is that what you think? Yes. Okay. Just spoke for a whole room full of people that label themselves liberals, and they find it that look at this guy's confused. Yes. Anyway. So they're talking about Republicans, but it's easy while you're watching that to equate that to Christians. Republicans, Christians. Please don't do that. Do not do that. Do not put Jesus in with Republicans. Don't put Jesus in with any of that. Please do not do that ever. You might see them doing that in the church. When you see that, don't need to cause a big stink about it, but just know that I heard this guy on YouTube who said that he doesn't think you should, because it's not, the message of salvation is not be a Republican. I mean, anyone would agree with that, but it's easy to get caught up in that. Oh, Republican, I'm a Christian. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, and Coulter's on there representing Republicans, talking about Christianity or just gay marriage. I guess I typed in Christianity, gay marriage. This came up. Who knows why? But that's what I'm saying. Apparently, people equate this Ann Coulter with Christianity, and she speaks for gay marriage and what Christians think about gay marriage. No, she definitely does not. You can believe what you want, but you'll be believing a lie if you go around believing the news and letting them rile you up about stupid stuff like that. You know, oh, Christians are so fucking stupid. They believe this, that, and the other. And I heard the news say this and that, and yep, we agree, and this is a good conversation. No, it wasn't. It was a waste of time because Christians don't believe that. You know, you could have spent your time discussing that, but you just spend your time agreeing with what the news told you about. Please don't do that, you know?
Coulter says we're out to lunch in
Look at this.
objecting to those
I mean,
things.
that's a lot of makeup and stuff.
We
She
are?
looks evil.
Let's do one at a
Capital
time.
Okay, war.
E-vil.
Real war. Yeah.
Real
Iraq
war.
was good. We went into Iraq.
Listen, yeah, the
For-
premise of this piece clashes Ann Coulter. How can you look at this and not think anything other than WWF wrestling tonight? You know, Ann Coulter in the slammer match with with whoever that guy is with the mustache, Tom Selleck, the poor man's Tom Selleck, and what are they? Libertarians. That's what you're watching here, really.
Iraq against Afghanistan, but
That's
to explain
funny.
that in a way that I think
She's good at it,
libertarians
too.
should appreciate. There's
She's
one
good at
thing the federal government should be
her
doing, or
part.
maybe two: regulate interstate commerce and
I guess.
protect us from enemies. And
That's
the
what I think the
Republican
government
Party
should do.
position is we should intervene, go to
So she's
war,
saying
do
that
whatever it
Republicans
is
think the government should do what?
from enemies.
Protect us from enemies. That's what we need a government to protect us from enemies.
Protect us from enemies.
And
Protect us from enemies.
yeah.
But to explain that in a way that I think libertarians should appreciate, there's one thing the federal government should be doing.
one. I thought it is
Maybe two. Regulate interstate commerce.
Regulate interstate commerce. I just kind of threw that one in there. Like, well, okay, do we really need that? I don't know. If that's the only two things to protect us from enemies and regulate interstate commerce, it sounded like the government's role is pretty next to not existent. Like, why are you there? I thought she was going to say, you know, and she did. She said interstate commerce, regulate the money system. So we're all too stupid to come up with our own trade system. We need a government to do it for us. And that's what the Republican is saying. Like, you know, that sounds like a socialist viewpoint. That's coming straight out of the Republican. And if you see something like that, it's pretty clear you just shut that form of, quote, information, unquote, off because it's not right. I mean, like, when the Republicans are sounding like Democrats, well, that's what it, I guess now we're back to square one because it used to be that way, right? Used to be that Democrats, they used to call Republicans Democrats. Like George Bush, he'd be a Democrat if he ran back in the day. That somehow switched. Well, now we're back to normal, it seems like. And Coulter is pro-socialism. It sounds like, you know, we need a government to take care of us. So, anyway, I thought it was letting me know that. And protect us from enemies.
And the
Okay.
Republican Party
We
position
don't all necessarily agree on that.
is we should intervene, go to war, do whatever it is foreign policy related.
Intervene, go to war, do whatever. That's all. Okay.
When it makes America safer.
And yeah, they cut to this. He has a perfect look on his face because what she's saying is ridiculous. I'm not too sure about it either. I'd like to say something funny about that guy's beard.
I'll say quickly why I think
Zach
Iraq was
Galifianakis.
a magnificent war. Was Saddam was dangerous too. So you can't have
So yeah,
these
just please
crazed
don't,
terrorists out.
please undo the Christian Republican thing. Please don't call us. Well, I guess she does have a cross on, but so does Madonna. Madonna's a pretty good Christian. Then if you're wearing a cross, but yeah, in culture, please take the cross off. Don't drag religion into politics. If you see someone dragging religion into politics, know that you can just go ahead and write them off because that's the oldest trick in the book. Use religion to gain political power. So you hear someone doing that, just don't listen to them and don't even waste my time, at least, or anyone's, because why would you waste someone's time with talking about it? Oh, did you see what Ann Coulter said? Oh, did you see what the Christians did? Oh, did you see what the Islamics did? Oh, did you see what if it actually is something that needs to be dealt with, we can deal with it, but if it's just oh, did you see what, yeah, I did, they're so stupid. Don't even bring it up. Don't bring it up. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it.
Out there. It isn't 12 people by themselves who are flying planes organizing that terrorist attack. They're being funded.
But they weren't from Iraq.
Saddam was certainly looking to help them, to fund them. He was seeking, as now 2 bipartisan commissions, both here in England, spent six.
See, that's what I thought. Both here in England. So I mean, that makes it sound like this is a UK talk show, right? But no one in it sounds UK. So I can only imagine if this is what people in England are getting on their televisions. They turn Fox on and they hear Americans talking like this. Yeah, I understand now why the world thinks we're so stupid. Because this, okay, everybody. We also understand that this is just a big wrestling match. How can they not understand that this is just a blatant wrestling match? Okay, we do. We get it. It's once again, you've been tricked by the media. Oh, it's the media. I guess it is. If you believe this is ridiculous. But except for in our country, we get that we have the same thing, but we don't. They don't tell us about libertarians. They wouldn't even. They baby us even more than that. When we turned Fox News on, you wouldn't get a peanut gallery like this. Oh God! No. And maybe the same thing ran on Fox Business. I don't know. But when we usually turn it on, it's just nothing like this. This is good. They let you guys at least have a mind over there. They give you information that unless over here we don't even get that. It's just straight boring. Just boom. Anyway, you'd have to see it to believe it. But if in England they're showing Americans on the news talking like they're idiots. That's a clear, contrived, thing to make people think that Americans are idiots. Because here in America, we don't get British, accents on our television. I was going to say telly, but I don't want you to think I'm mocking you. English people with the cool accents. Most of Americans want to have an English accent. We all think it's really cool. It's insane. Why would they have English-speaking people? Not English, but American-speaking people on the English, British, European TV. Why? Why would you do that? Like, I don't get it. Don't you have your own, local stuff? Local anchors, local people with the local tongue. Like, that's how it usually is, right? You don't, like in Spain, they have Brazilian or, whatever language it happens to be there in that area. They don't have English-speaking anchors, on Fox in Brazil or whatever. And maybe there's a spot where they do, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I do. Why would you have the tongue of another country in the news program of a local area? Why would you do that? Well, I'll tell you why they're doing that, just to make everyone just at odds with each other. People in England think we're so stupid. This probably has something to do with it. So we stand up for Americans now, not just Christians. Let's take the Christianity head off. In the name of Americans, we're not all this stupid. And we also know that it's just a bunch of contrived strife. We're on the same page. Not all of us, but a lot of us. And so let's put this on the media. Put this on the media, guys. Let's put aside our differences. Let's move forward. Round Saturn's eye. If you want to go toe-to-toe with me. I'm trying to get around Saturday night on another channel that I run to do an interview or whatever. Because, anyway, that was my Round Saturday Night impression. If you haven't heard Round Saturday Night, but for the 2 people out there that maybe have heard Round Saturday Night, they're probably cracking up. Or if you're not, at least you know what I'm talking about. Round Saturday Night. If you know Round Saturday Night, tell him I want to talk to him. Let's watch more Ann Coulter's antics.
6 months investigating, he was looking for uranium from Niger. It is a problem that you have all of these countries, some of them with very literate and pro-Western, pro-American populations, but they're led by crazy leaders. I'd say that includes
like just a robot, And the Christianity view would be like she might be straight up literally possessed by demons, But like, look at her face, like she looks like a channeled person that's not even really there. Like there's something really, and so that's why I said definitely don't put her in with us Christians. I wouldn't even put her in with us Americans,
Iraq, Syria,
She's like
Iran.
some weird robot-looking thing. She
Fantastic
might
countries.
be a normal flesh and blood, just like you, I, and the other person, me, you, and Dupree. What? She looks weird. They make these people look the way they want to. They're making her look weird. Look at her bone structure. She just looks like the pure, just evil person, She looks like the extreme version of Lori Greiner.
For regime change, you knock out
go
the
to
crazy.
war in all these places?
No, but keep that in mind. So you might
And
want.
that is what she was saying. She basically all she's brought up so far is war, and that's how we're going to help. And so he's like, so all these places you're mentioning, what we should do? We should go help them with war? Well, no. Okay,
Fund
she's
the
loving it. You'll see
insurgents.
her later.
All right, you'll get your chance to talk to her. Let's just cover two more briefly. The drug war is a failure. Get rid of it.
Oh, you libertarians and pot. First of all,
And heroin
She
and
knows, she knows
oxycodone
she's
and all of
getting a
it.
laugh. She's waiting for it. It was a lower laugh than she thought because everyone's sick of that joke.
look, this is why people think
We want our
libertarians
booze,
are.
we want our drugs.
We're living in.
I think she said bullshit at first. I was just wondering. I thought they didn't believe stuff like that in UK. So, hey guys, what's the deal? I thought they didn't believe stuff like that in the UK. I thought you had F words and F bombs and this and that on the telly, all up and down, left and right, all day long. What's the story with that?
In a country that is 70% socialist, the government takes 60% of your money. They're taking care of your health care, of your pensions.
6% of your money she's talking about.
Questions, gay marriage.
Different
Why
country, I don't
can't
know.
gays get married like straights do?
Here it is. Here is the point of this video, and yeah, like it's about one quarter of the way through, 1/5 of the way through, and 1/5 and a half of the way through. They finally talk about the gay marriage thing, and it's barely. But so yeah, sorry for digressing so much, but it took me 2 minutes and 42 seconds of their video time to
Well,
get
they
to the
can.
point.
They
where
have to
it's,
marry
well,
a
they
member of the
can.
opposite sex.
That's a pretty funny line. She reminds me of Weird Al. When
They
Weird
ask
Al goes on
questions,
shows,
gay
he says stuff like this. He wouldn't say it's about gay marriage. It's a hot button topic, but it's the same type of comedy. It's the same joke, same structure of joke.
Why can't gays get married like straights do?
Well, they can. They have to marry a member of the opposite sex.
But it's a pretty good line, And yeah, Weird Al when he goes on shows, it's not always funny. Like he uses lines like that. It's like, oh yeah, well, what I would do is I would put an amoeba in there, and it's not really all that funny. That's why I equate it with it. Cut away to these two John Flansburgh looking people, or I don't know. I know I just said it backwards. Oh man, that should have been a lot sharper. John Flansburgh looking people, not laughing. They're not having it. Not laughing. Not laughing about it. I like their style. I like their style, dude. These plants that they put in the audience to cut to.
Well, they can. They have to marry a member of the opposite sex.
Why can't they marry a member of their sex?
And now, yeah, this is Ricky Lake. Do you Englanders get Ricky Lake? It's just like what was it, Jerry Springer? Like at this point, it's yeah. How serious are you taking this at this point? Like how serious do you let this actually affect your daily? How serious? Yeah. Why would you take this seriously? Why would you listen to a show like this for what anybody says about anything on any issue at all? This is clearly not to be taken serious, but people do. Oh, I saw Ann Coulter talking about Christians and gay marriage, and she's not even talking about Christians and gay marriage. She's talking about Republicans and gay marriage. And she doesn't represent Republicans well, let alone Christians. It's all just crazy. So I'm here to step in and say, Dan Coulter doesn't speak for us. He says crazy things.
Yeah, this is another one where you're just sucking up to liberals when there are big fights. We really
No,
need
we
to be having in a
believe
very socialist
individuals should
country
be
right
left
now.
alone.
But my reason, it has nothing to do with libertarian.
And that's why I would like to involve in this my own intellectual stimulation. What should a Christian do as far as that? What type of government should a Christian endorse if
we really
No,
need
we
to
believe-
be having,
if we are to acknowledge that the whole land does not believe the same as us? What government should we endorse? Should we say, oh, it has to be Christian, and then everyone hates it because of that? Like everyone hates Christianity because that's the one that's forced on everyone. God doesn't force Christianity on anybody, so why should we suggest that our government does? So I don't know. I don't know about that. But the presupposition of the Declaration of Independence, so much as it happens to be the country that we are in, does state about the inalienable rights from our Creator, which that's up to your interpretation. What do you think Creator with the C means? What is it? The Masons will tell you it's the architect, the great architect, which we believe is Satan. But we don't believe Satan is a great architect. That's what I believe that the Masons are deceived with. The Masons believe in a great architect, and then behind the scenes they believe in Lucifer as actually the good guy. And they share agnostic beliefs and stuff like that. Before you can say anything, not all Masons believe that, so forget I said it. But anybody who thinks about a great architect with an A, that may be something different than what Christianity defines God with a capital G as. But I think we can say that the C with a capital, Creator with a capital C, is meant to mean the biblical Christian, God or whatever, the God of the Holy Bible. You know what I mean? That God, that guy, da da da. That's what I think we can agree on that they were talking about there, right? If you can't agree on that, let me know. Oh, they were actually talking about something else. I would like to know more about that. But I think it's just a whole inalienable rights thing. I think it's self-evident that what this means is we hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. No Oxford comma. Dash, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the people that. Right. There's a lot of stuff in there, but yeah, we hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Now she's 4 years gone, is 5 feet tall and sick of me.
This song sucks, you know why? This guy had something to do. I just love it's just a comment, it's a joke that I have. I just busted God's balls. It's hilarious. That's good. I looked at the oh no, it's this one. Not this one. How are you not gonna do this one? Sorry, this. This is real, like some real shit. Night terrors, It's like, wow, dude. I've never heard anyone talk about night terrors except for my mom telling me what was going on with my brother. And he has night terrors, and they're really intense. I'm gonna do some real stuff. Do some night terrors, Like that's what. If anybody doesn't understand hip hop, I don't get what the deal is. It's real shit, real talk. It's real talk, It is. Talk about night terrors and stuff. Well, I've had night terrors to some degree, and they are not. It's like waking up on a drug, like the strongest drug you've ever been in, and everything's all wrong, and it won't stop.
make my daddy proud. A little nigga with a sacred smile on top of the dreams.
Holding. See the truth. I just want everyone to see the truth, be able to have a chance to consider it without, you know, someone intervening and, oh, no, that, not, you know. Shut your mouth before I. Oh, hey, you gotta filter it out. Not everything. Oh, I heard a Christian listen to that. Not necessarily. I don't condone this. Buses when. Yeah, vices win. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Sometimes it is like that. Sometimes your vices do win. I'm not suggesting that it should happen. What we should suggest is. Don't you stop.
I was made in America, land of the free, home of the brave. And right up under your nose, you might see a sex slave being traded. And we'll do anything for the money. Boy, mama might sell her babies. Sell porn, sell pills, anything to pay the bills, anything to bring that paper. Gotta scratch that itch, gotta scratch them ticks. Ain't rich, but I might be. And I'ma shoot these flicks, I'ma turn these tricks, anything for a slight fee. Yeah, made in America. Mama told me that I belong here. Had to earn our stripes, had to learn our rights, had to fight for a home here. But I wouldn't know a thing about that. All I know is drugs and rap. I probably could have been some kind of doctor instead of holding guns and crack. I was born in the mainland. great-grandpa from a strange land. He was stripped away and given bricks to lay. I guess you could say he a slave hand, but I was made in America, so I don't know a thing about that. All I know is Uncle Sam looking for me, working on his corner, so I know I gotta pay tax. Getting paid in America, I was raised in America, and this is all I ever known. If I'm wrong, then you better come save me, America. Welcome to 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 America. Man, I die for America. I served my time for America. Got shot back, went to war, got back, and ain't nobody give a jack in America. I could've lost my life, why I lost my wife? I can't even get right in my homeland. Cold sweats, whole text, paranoid, looking out for a threat in my own land. I was trained in America. How they get up in the planes in America? Flew right into the buildings, taking out some buildings. People getting killed in America, and I'm still in America. Though America ain't feeling me, I went to war for this country. Turned around, came home, and you drilling me? When y'all free here, saying you don't wanna be here, well, you probably couldn't breathe here if I didn't load a couple magazines here. Y'all just complaining in America. I'm jumping out of military planes from America. Hey, I was made in America. That's why I'm out here saving America. I got a brother in the cemetery now cause he wanted y'all safe. And everybody want the freedom, but nobody want to hear about face. And we bled for America, to keep y'all fed in America. But what's the point of talking? A lot of y'all don't really even care, America. Welcome to 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 America. I wish I lived in America. Wanna raise my kids in America. Heard everybody rich, all I gotta do is run, jump, kick. I'm a hit in your area. So please pick me, America. I know you probably never loved me. You never hear about me on the news, and you probably never been to my country. I hear you selling education, and got clothes that you throw away. Got plenty food in your nation. I can tell cause a lot of y'all are overweight. I already work for y'all. I'm in the sweatshops making these shirts for y'all. Now I ain't getting money, go to bed hungry, but I make some exports for y'all. Y'all don't know a thing about that. You was made in America. I'm trying to find me a ticket where the sky is to let me catch a plane to America. It should be plane to America. Y'all blessed and you got it made. Heard y'all don't pray no more, y'all ain't say no more. Y'all looking for another way. Well, I hope it ain't true, but I'm packing my suit. Farewell to my motherland. Said bye to my loved ones. Fate, here I come, I'm going to another land. I done made it to America. I'm amazed at America, but I couldn't get approval to stay.